Chapter 436. A General's Vendetta. Justice League intro song plays. As the sun rises over the horizon, multiple figures are walking slowly towards the screen on an arid wasteland as fire burns ferociously in the background and a phoenix screeches behind them. When the sun covers them, the title comes. Loud House, Revamped. Montage shows all of us displaying our skills in the order from me to the Loud siblings. The montage ends and we are standing on a cliff with the Team Loud Phoenix Storm logo on the cliff. Chapter opens to the Gotham Royal York skyline. Narrator, the city of Gotham Royal York. But enough about that. Scene changes to Gotham Royal York Mall. Our chapter begins at Gotham Royal York Mall. An explosion blasts out of the roof of the mall. Kaboom! People are running for their lives. Inside the mall, a massive fight has broken out. Me, Vince, Barry, Nico, Rachel, Aline, Talia, the EDS, the Panda King, and the Loud Kids are fighting terrorists from Hydra. Me, hiya! I kick a creep in the face and throw him into the wall. Pow! Crash! Barry punches a man into the counter. Crash! Nico sucked the energy of a bunch of terrorists using Parasite's powers. Vince, Parasite's powers are perfect for you, Nico. Vince fired an energy blast and vaporized a bunch of the Hydra scum. Nico, thanks Vince. This is awesome. Nico punched and kicked a bunch of them with devastating force. Pow. KROW. BLAM. Thwack. ZOW. Copperhead then arrived. Nico, Copperhead. Copperhead, that SSSS right. Now you will feel my poison, hisses. Nico kicked him in the face and knocked him out. Nico, what a weakling. Talia, you have an awesome fighting technique, Nico. Nico, thanks Talia. Nico used Evan's powers to form a portal and a bunch of hostages they had ran through it and got out. Talia fired a stream of aurora light at a bunch of them and disintegrated them. Lily, yeah. But they just keep on coming. Me, they just keep on coming. Suddenly from out of nowhere a man wearing a red mechanical head mask appeared and kicked and punched and slashed them all and blew them up with bombs. Pow. KROW. Boom boom boom. Slash 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 slash. Me, what the? He landed by me. Me, the Red Hood. Red Hood, that's right JD. You are good as you say you are. Me, I have a feeling we're gonna fight sometime in the future. Red Hood, you are right. And I look forward to it. Me, wouldn't miss it. But we owe you one. Red Hood, keep your thanks. Me, but who are you? Your voice is familiar to me somehow. Red Hood, you'll know when the time comes. We had them on the run. Just then an explosion blasted a hole through the mall roof and a bunch of figures came in. It was Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, Captain America, Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Woman, Lucas Cage, Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver, Doctor Strange, Black Panther, Ant-Man, War Machine, Wasp, Captain Marvel, Falcon, Vision, Winter Soldier, White Tiger, Hawkeye, Black Widow and Nick Fury. Me, oh wow. The famous Avengers. Iron Man, that's right JD. It's an honor to meet you all. Me, we can talk later. Right now we have to stop Hydra. We unleashed a powerful onslaught of attacks on them. Until only one of them was left. Me, I got this. I grab him and pin him to the wall. Me, okay you dirt face. Why did you and your Hydra cronies attack us? Hydra man, I'll never tell. Me, why did you and your Hydra cronies attack us? Hydra man, I'll never tell. Me, yelling, why did you and your Hydra cronies attack us? Hydra man, I hate the third time. We were hired to hunt down and kill Bruce Banner. We gasp. Me, who sent you all to do this? Hydra man, it was General Ross. He did it. Me, General Ross? Why? Hydra Man. He hates Bruce Banner, who is also the Incredible Hulk with a terrible vendetta, and he will stop at nothing to kill him because he thinks he's putting everyone in danger when he becomes the Incredible Hulk. He also thinks that he's gonna hurt his daughter. Scarlet Witch. That's treason. Me, it sure is Scarlet Witch. To the Hydra Man, thank you for telling us this. Punches him and knocks him out. Pow. Me, that takes care of that. Later we rendezvoused at Avengers headquarters in the heart of Gotham Royal York. It was an awesome honor to be in the building of the famous Avengers. Me, it's truly an honor to meet the famous Avengers. We know Hulk, Spider-Man, Captain America, and Ultimate Spider-Woman. But it's an awesome honor to meet you all. Iron Man. Same here, JD. We've heard all about your achievements and how you have done so much across the universe. Me, we don't like to brag, Tony, but thanks. Vince, Director Fury, it's good to see you again. Nick Fury, you too, Vince. Congratulations on the future wedding with Carol. Vince, thank you, sir. Very, Natasha Romanoff aka Black Widow. It's an honor. Black Widow, Russian accent, you too, very. Nico, Clint Barton aka Hawkeye. It's an honor to meet you. Hawkeye, same here, Nico. It's a pleasure to meet you too. Me, the mighty Thor, God of Thunder. It's an honor to meet you. Thor, same here, JD. It's an honor to meet you too. Word has traveled all over Asgard about you. Me, wow. The Maximoff twins, Wanda and Pietro Maximoff aka Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. It's an honor. Scarlet Witch, same here, JD. Quicksilver, we heard so much about all of you. Lincoln, we get that a lot and you two are amazing. Lori, Sam Wilson aka Falcon. Falcon, that's right, Lori. It's a pleasure to meet you. Lori, it's literally an honor to meet you. Falcon, same here. Luna, James Rupert Rhodes aka War Machine. It is rockin' to meet you, dude. War Machine, pleasure is all mine, Luna. I love your music. Luna, thank you. Luan, Janet Van Dyne aka Wasp. You are awesome. Wasp, thank you, Luan. I love all your jokes and they are really funny. Luan, thank you. You sure carry a deadly sting. Laughs, get it? We laugh at that. Me, laughs, that was a good one, Luan. Eddie, laughs, that was funny. Wasp, laughs, deadly sting. That was a good one. Lynn, Ava Ayala aka White Tiger. You are an awesome martial artist. White Tiger, thanks, Lynn. You are quite the sports star. Keep it up. Lynn, thanks. I will. Lucy, Wicked. Stephen Vincent Strange aka Doctor Strange. I love your skills in magic. Doctor Strange, thank you, Lucy. You are quite the little magic master yourself. Lucy, thank you. I saw a little man on my shoulder that was no bigger than an ant. Me, Scott Lang aka Ant-Man. You are the awesome pint-sized enforcer. Ant-Man then grew to my height. Me, whoa. Ant-Man, sorry JD, but thank you. Me, you're welcome. That suit you have is awesome. Ant-Man, thanks. Me, I heard that you one time shrunk yourself down to beyond the size of a subatomic particle. Ant-Man, that's right. It was a major league feeling. Me, I'll bet. We met the rest of the Avengers and it was an amazing honor. Lainey, it's an amazing honor to meet the famous Avengers. But let's focus on the matter at hand. We have to find a way to prove that General Ross hired Hydra to kill Hulk. Me, I know just how to do it. Here's what we'll do. My plan was a unique one. Ben and Clayface will go to General Ross and Clayface will be disguised as Bruce Banner. He will have a wire on him that will be broadcasted to the Joint Chiefs of Staff, and we will fight him when we get the information. Me, everyone know what to do? We agreed. Lincoln, okay, Operation Arrest General Ross is a go. Me, let's do it. In the deserts of Arizona, General Ross was mad. Ross just found out that Cap and Spy Day are with Bruce. Ross, curse you, Banner. You brought the two of them into this. Talbot, if you see any of the Loud family or their friends, inform me immediately. Talbot, yes, sir. Betty, Dad, please. Don't bring Captain America and Spider-Man into your vendetta. Ross, I didn't involve them, Betty. Banner did. Rogers and Spider-Man knew that Banner is a wanted man and they still sided with him anyway. What happens now is on them, not us. I don't like this turn of events either. But whatever the two of them were, they're criminals now. And if they try to stop me, I'll take them down along with the Hulk. At the White House I informed the President of General Ross' betrayal. President of the United States, I knew that Ross had a massive vendetta against Bruce Banner as the Hulk, but I can't believe that he wants to go to great lengths to kill one guy. Me, I know, Mr. President. When Hydra attacked Gotham Royal York Mall, I managed to get all the info out of him when I interrogated him. He sang like a bird. He hired the remains of Hydra to try and kill Bruce Banner. President of the United States, I can't believe this. Thank you for telling me this, JD. But we can't act because we don't have any proof. Me, no worries sir, we have a wiretap trap already set up. Clayface is going to Ross disguised as Bruce Banner and get information out of him, and it'll be broadcasted here at the White House. Once we have the information, we launch an attack. President of the United States, very clever JD. You may have saved this country from a rogue general. Me, thank you sir. In the Arizona desert, Clayface disguised as Bruce Banner was with Ben Tennyson. Ben was wearing a wire underneath his jacket. It was a camera disguised as a button. General Ross was standing there waiting when they arrived. General Ross, the famous Ben Tennyson in Banner, just the man I wanted to see. Ben, before we fight I want to ask you a question sir. General Ross, what is it? Ben, why do you have a personal vendetta against Bruce Banner and the Incredible Hulk? General Ross, because they are a danger to the country. I was doing what was right to protect the American people from monsters like him. I hired Hydra to try and kill him along with Captain America and Spider-Man. I also wanted to try and kill all over you. Bruce, why? General Ross, because I didn't want them to hurt my daughter and ruin so many lives. People like them are monsters that have no right to live. The president should have ordered for all of you and your kind to be erased from existence forever and have you all sent off to hell. And if he won't do it, I will kill you all myself and no one will stop me. Betty, Dad, stop. That's not. Ross, be quiet, Betty. White House. We listened to the whole thing and we were shocked. Me, bingo. President of the United States, I trusted that man. Team Loud Phoenix Storm, Avengers, arrest General Ross. Me, with pleasure sir. Let's head out everyone. We flew out in the Avengers jet. Rebecca was with us and she was enraged that Ross was gonna kill her son. As we were flying we were having a talk. Alexis talked to Doctor Strange about what her life was like before meeting everyone. When she was young, she used to duel her brother but normally lost. Swing of Memories was used to represent her relationship with her brother. As she grew up, she met Pierre the Gambler. She and the class treated him like family, though he showed his true colors, as he loved gambling. Tired of this, she taught him how to play duel monsters and beat him. Being in love with her, he stole her mother's scarf, and used duel monsters to gamble as well. Shortly afterwards, Alexis and Atticus Rhodes attended Duel Academy together. Shortly after he disappeared, she tried doing anything she could to find him, but had no luck, resulting in her keeping Atticus' disappearance a secret for a while. Alexis Rhodes, along with Zane Truesdale and Chess Princeton, became one of the top students at the Academy. She is regarded as the Madonna and Queen of Obelisk Blue, yet she does not follow the crowd, nor does she regard herself as better than other people like many of her Obelisk peers, though she does show some respect for them, like during her duel with Chess. Alexis first meets Jaden when she watches his midnight duel against Chess in the Obelisk Blue dormitory. Security arrives just as the duel is about to end, forcing them to stop the duel and leave. Alexis talks to Jaden afterwards, saying she believed it could have gone either way, but Jaden reveals his next draw as Monster Reborn, which would have let him win. Alexis is shocked and becomes interested in knowing more about Jaden's dueling skills. In attempt to get Jaden expelled, Dr. Crowlier plants a fake love note in Jaden's locker from Alexis to meet her at the Obelisk Blue female dorm, which is illegal for males to enter. Cirrus Truesdale stumbles upon the note instead and heads to the female dorm, hoping to become an item with Alexis, believing she loved him, but is discovered by Alexis and her friends. Alexis and her friends correct Cirrus that the letter was sent to Jaden, even though it was a fake letter in the first place. Alexis decides to use the situation to test Jaden's dueling skills by holding Cirrus captive unless he agreed to duel her. She also threatens to expel both of them for crossing into the female dorm if they lost. She puts up a good fight, but in the end Jaden wins, but Alexis reveals in her thoughts that she never would have had them expelled anyways if she did win, because she felt the school year would be much more interesting with them, much to Jasmine's dismay. When Jaden, Cirrus, and Chumley Huffington go to investigate the abandoned dorm at Duel Academy, they meet Alexis there searching for her missing older brother, Atticus. Alexis enters the dorm by herself but gets kidnapped by Crowlier's hired mercenary, Titan. In the dub, he claims he sent her to the Shadow Realm. Jaden wins and frees Alexis. He also offers her his help in finding Atticus, but he leaves before she replies. After this event, Crowlier threatens to expel Jaden and Cirrus for visiting the abandoned dorm unless they can beat two extremely difficult duel opponents, the Paradox Brothers, in a tag duel. Alexis, after the duel was announced, I met JD and Charlie Nottingham and we exposed Dr. Crowlier's corruption, and Ceto Kaiba came and fired him for framing Jaden and Cirrus. We then teamed up and destroyed an evil force called the Light of Destruction and prevented it from destroying the entire universe. Doctor Strange, that's amazing. I heard all about that and that must have been a really rough battle. Alexis, it was. Doctor Strange, let me tell you my life. Stephen Strange, MD, PhD, is a selfish doctor who only cares about wealth from his career. The bones in his hands are shattered in a car accident, leading to extensive nerve damage that causes his hands to tremble uncontrollably and renders him unable to perform the fine motor actives required for surgery. Too vain to take on a teaching job, Strange desperately searches for a way to restore his hands. After he exhausts his funds, he becomes a drifter. Depressed and still searching, Strange, while walking near the docks, overhears two sailors talking about a hermit called the Ancient One, who is actually the Earth's Sorcerer Supreme, in the Himalayas, who can cure any ailment. Strange uses the last of his funds to seek out the aged mystic. The Ancient One refuses to help Strange because of his arrogance, but senses a good side that he attempts to bring to the surface. He fails, but Strange's heroism appears when he discovers the Ancient One's disciple, Baron Mordo, attempting to kill the old man. After a confrontation with Mordo leads to him being shackled with restraining spells preventing him from either attacking Mordo or warning the Ancient One, Strange desperately and selflessly accepts the Ancient One's offer to become his apprentice to have some hope of helping the old man. The Ancient One, pleased at Strange's sincere change of heart, accepts the Westerner and promptly frees him from the restraining spells while explaining he was aware of Mordo's treachery all along. Strange soon becomes Mordo's most enduring enemy, as the Ancient One teaches the Doctor the mystic arts. After completing his training, Strange returns to New York City and takes up residence within the Sanctum Sanctorum, a townhouse located in Greenwich Village, and is soon assisted by his personal assistant Wong. As the Ancient One's disciple, Strange encounters the entity Nightmare, and other mystical foes before meeting Dormammu, a warlord from an alternate dimension called the Dark Dimension. Strange is aided by a nameless girl, later called Clea, who is eventually revealed to be Dormammu's niece. When Strange helps a weakened Dormammu drive off the rampaging mindless ones and return them to their prison, he is allowed to leave unchallenged. Alexis, Steven, that's amazing and astounding at the same time. Doctor Strange, it is. All I ever cared about was money and only money. But I became a hero after I learned everything in magic and it's amazing. Alexis, I believe it. I was having a talk with Iron Man. Me, so Tony, how did you become the Iron Man? Iron Man, that is an experience I'll never forget. Anthony Edward Stark is the adopted son of wealthy industrialist and head of Stark Industries, Howard Stark, and Maria Stark. A boy genius, he enters MIT at the age of 15 to study electrical engineering and later receives master's degrees in electrical engineering and physics. After his parents are killed in a car accident, he inherits his father's company. Stark is injured by a booby trap and captured by enemy forces led by Wong Chu. Wong Chu orders Stark to build weapons, but Stark's injuries are dire and shrapnel is moving towards his heart. His fellow prisoner, Ho Yinsen, a Nobel Prize-winning physicist whose work Stark had greatly admired during college, constructs a magnetic chest plate to keep the shrapnel from reaching Stark's heart. In secret, Stark and Yinsen use the workshop to design and construct a suit of powered armor, which Stark uses to escape. During the escape attempt, Yinsen sacrifices his life to save Stark's by distracting the enemy as Stark recharges. Stark takes revenge on his kidnappers and rejoins the American forces, on his way meeting a wounded American Marine fighter pilot, James Rhodey Rhodes. Back home, Stark discovers that the shrapnel fragment lodged in his chest cannot be removed without killing him, and he is forced to wear the armor's chest plate beneath his clothes to act as a regulator for his heart. He must recharge the chest plate every day or else risk the shrapnel killing him. The cover story that Stark tells the news media and general public is that Iron Man is his robotic personal bodyguard and corporate mascot. To that end, Iron Man fights threats to his company, e.g., communist opponents Black Widow, the Crimson Dynamo, and the Titanium Man, as well as independent villains like the Mandarin, who becomes his greatest enemy. No one suspects Stark of being Iron Man, as he cultivates a strong public image of being a rich playboy and industrialist. Two notable members of the series' supporting cast, at this point, are his personal chauffeur Harold Happy Hogan, and secretary Virginia Pepper Potts, to both of whom he eventually reveals his dual identity. Meanwhile, James Rhodes finds his own niche as Stark's personal pilot, ultimately revealing himself to be a man of extraordinary skill and daring in his own right. The series took an anti-communist stance in its early years, which was softened as public, and therefore, presumably, reader, opposition rose to the Vietnam War. This change evolved in a series of storylines featuring Stark reconsidering his political opinions, and the morality of manufacturing weapons for the US military. Stark shows himself to be occasionally arrogant, and willing to act unethically in order to let the ends justify the means. This leads to personal conflicts with the people around him, both in his civilian and superhero identities. Stark uses his vast personal fortune not only to outfit his own armor, but also to develop weapons for SHIELD, other technologies and the image inducers used by the X-Men. Eventually, Stark's heart condition is resolved with an artificial heart transplant. Iron Man, I invented my suit to protect me from everything. Me, wow. What's that glowing light in the middle of your chest? Iron Man, it's my arc reactor. I have a dangerous heart problem of unknown cause and I was given 30 days to live because of it. I made this arc reactor as a result to keep me alive. Me, wow. But I don't think that's a disease, Tony. Let me see here. I use my wrist computer and it scanned Tony and discovered a terrible thing. Me, oh no. Tony, that is not a disease. Someone gave you a lethal poison that would kill you in 30 days. Iron Man, what? Who would do that to me? Me, it's insufficient data but I can cure you of this. Iron Man, How? Me, you'll find out now with water. I fired a blast of water and entombed him in a ball of water, and out of his mouth came a black liquid, and I put it in a jar and the water dispersed. He was completely cured. Me, sorry about that, Tony. But this is the poison in you. Iron Man, so that's the stuff that was inside me. Me, it is. I scanned the liquid and it was really a mixture of 4 deadly poisons that slowly destroy the heart. Me, whoa. Someone wanted you dead big time. It's a mixture of venom from snakes, scorpion poison, mercury, and potassium chloride. Iron Man, I can't believe this. Me, yet. Iron Man, I'm eternally grateful to you, JD. Me, you're welcome, Tony. Hawkeye, so Lana, how did you all form the Redemption Squad? Lana, that's one of the biggest achievements we did. JD discovered that some villains are either misunderstood or lead down the wrong path or otherwise. So he formed the Redemption Squad with villains that want to redeem themselves by helping people. Venom, the Life Foundation, and others were misled down the wrong path, and whenever there's a spark of good still inside them, we reach deep down and help them come back into the light. Sandman was the first of the Redemption Squad to be recruited. Hawkeye, that's what I heard. I heard his daughter was dying and needed a heart transplant. Lana, yep. Penny is in our class and JD gave his heart to her and she is now fully better. Hawkeye, that is truly a selfless deed. Lana, it is. Hops croaks. Hawkeye, Hops is a cool frog. Lana, he sure is. They talked about lots of stuff and more. But Black Widow and Nick Fury are very secretive. Me, so Director Fury, what does SHIELD stand for? Nick Fury, SHIELD stands for Strategic Homeland Intervention Enforcement Logistics Division. Me, oh, I understand. That must be a huge job. Nick Fury, yes. But we are very secretive. Me, I understand. Captain America, we're over the desert in Arizona. Me, all right. Let's get him. The cargo door opened and we jumped out. Ross, let me guess. You're trying to get me to stand down? Ben, nope. I'm here to threaten you. Ross, you should have transformed for that. Ben, where would be the fun in that? Would you like a soda? Ross, stalling me won't change anything. Ben, no, 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 threatening. No soda? You sure? I'm having one. Starts drinking a soda. Ross, my soldiers are coming. Nothing will change that. What do I have to fear? Besides the Avengers, I mean. Ben, Team Loud Phoenix Storm. Ross looks confused. It's what we call ourselves, sorta like a team. Earth's mightiest heroes type thing. Ross, yes, I've heard about them. Ben, well, let me tell you about some of them. A world-famous billionaire hero, a panda warrior, a web-slinging hero, 2 keybladers, 2 KND operatives, a kid with an armor based on Iron Man's, a kid who can turn into a monster like the Hulk, a ghost hero, a short kid who's always got a plan, 3 loud sisters with different powers, 2 teen titans, 2 duelists of Duel Academy, a princess, my sister, who's a symbiote hero, and me, a guy who can turn into different aliens. And guess what? You managed to tick off every last one of us. Ross, oh please. I already have Copperhead distracting some of them. Ben, Copperhead's a weak villain. And when my friends come, and they will, they'll come for you. Ross, I have an army of soldiers. Ben, we also have a Hulk. Ross, which is what I'm here for. Ben, you're missing the point. There is no version of this where you win. Maybe your army comes and maybe it's too much for us, but it's all on you. Because if we can't protect Bruce Banner, you can be sure that we'll avenge him. Ross, as last words go, those weren't bad. Ross points a gun at Ben, but he turns into Lodestar and uses his magnetism to break it apart. Lodestar, Oh, and there's also one other person you ticked off. Her name's Rebecca Banner. Me, heads up Ross. We land and I punch him in the face and knock him down. Rebecca, no one is gonna kill my son while I'm here. Ed was in his Iron Boy suit. Iron Man, you know you look like another me for a second. General Ross, you're under arrest. Thor, you will be smited before you leader. Hulk, Hulk smash you. She-Hulk, save seconds for me cousin. Lincoln, you're gonna pay for everything you've done. Laney, you sent Hydra to kill us and that makes you a traitor. Ross, I had to do what was best for our country. Cyborg, now we're taking you in. Jaden, let's get him guys. Agony, we won't let you get away with this. Ross, kill them. His army came out and Carol fired Godzilla's atomic ray and vaporized them completely. Nico punched Ross in the face and knocked him out. I pull out my handcuffs and slap them on him. Nick Fury put electric restraints on his feet. Later Ross was found guilty of high treason and was sentenced to death. He was executed by firing squad. We killed him and cremated him. Bruce Banner was free from him and he was reunited with his girlfriend Betty. Rebecca welcomed her into her family. The end. Another fanfiction complete. Nico-chan 11 gave me the idea for this one. Thanks for that man as usual. The Avengers are awesome. I love all of them. The stars of the Avenger movies did a really great job over the course of 6 years. Can't wait for the next Avengers movie. Let me know what you all think. See you all next time.